one of the late night comedians, Jimmy Kimmel, who, by the way, like I like Jimmy Kimmel's sense of humor. I don't like his politics, obviously, but I do. I think he's a lot of times a funny guy. But he was on a chat with Morning Joe, I believe, and said something that I was just like, dude, come on, watch this, and I'd love your reaction.
I'm an optimistic person. I'm not hysterical. I laugh when people say, oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah.
If you're a reasonable person, you should have Trump derangement syndrome. Right. And by the way, I think he has derangement syndrome about us, too. The fact of the matter is, this is a dangerous person. This is a stupid person. And that's a bad combination.
Jenna, what kind of person says I'm not hysterical? I know he kind of says it in a joking term, but do you ever meet anybody that says I'm not crazy? Generally, they're crazy. Is that what's going on here with Mr. Kimmel?
Always. The people that are always putting it on you, they're just projecting. I mean, I worked in the arts for years, and let me tell you something. They just call anything that is not them abnormal, when really they're the ones that are often abnormal. And I mean this is just the truth. If your brain is so open and you're so accepting, it's just going to fall out at one point. There's no boundaries whatsoever. And for someone to look at Trump and say the man who is actually making this country significantly better is a danger, I arguably will say that you need to get your head checked as well. I mean, how could you imagine when someone is actually cracking down on law, making it safer, closing the border, fixing the economy, that this is the negative thing to do?
Yeah, I don't quite understand that. And it's I'm not crazy. Usually people that say that probably are crazy. Stephanie, he also said something in there which I've never understood. Donald Trump is a stupid man. Like, all right, cool. If you don't agree with him, you don't agree with him. But the guy who was a New York City developer, which is its own thing, then mastered the television world, ran for president, and on the first time got elected to be the most powerful person on the planet, is married to a supermodel. What you can disagree, but the man's not stupid. How is that consistently a theme that comes up in lib media circles?
I would argue it's always low IQ people who think that they're smarter than Trump. Every single time that they think, every single time that they think they know it better, Trump proves them wrong. So, it's pretty silly. And Jimmy Kimmel, it really is suffering from TDS. I'm glad he's acknowledged that he's suffering it, but for him to suggest that it's like virtuous to have TDS, probably not. Think of all of the people that you've met out in the streets who are like foaming at the mouth with their green hair sticking up, who have severe cases of TDS. These aren't normal people. They need help. And I just, I can't believe that he would even want to associate himself with that. But also, it's just not really smart. He used to be a pretty popular comedian. I used to watch him when I was younger, but he's just gotten so political. I don't even think he's funny anymore. I know you said he's kind of funny. I don't think he's funny anymore.
No, yeah, and you're right. Like the political stuff, I turn it off. But if he's talking just like surfacey level stuff, personally, I think he's got a fun sense of humor. I'll say that. But sad to see people go the TDS direction.